In this video, I'm going to subnet a Class B address. The network address is 172.16.0.0/16, and I need to create at least 1,000 subnets. The first thing we need to ask ourselves is, how many bits do we need to borrow to create at least 1,000 subnets? The answer is 10 bits. 2 to the 10 equals 1,024 subnets. The next question we need to ask ourselves is, what is our new subnet mask? We have 16 original bits plus 10 borrowed bits will give us 26 network bits. I can write it out in binary. The first 26 bits are network bits, and the last 6 bits are host bits. It gives us a total of 32 bits. I can also write it out in decimal. Two five five, 255, 255, 192. The next question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the value of the last network bit? 128, 64. And the answer is 64. The next question we need to ask ourselves is, what octet is the last network bit in? And it's in the 4th octet. So we're going to increment by 64s in the 4th octet. So we're going to start with subnet number 0. It's the same as the class full address 172.16.0.0. And we are just going to list our subnets, incrementing by 64s in the 4th octet. Once we get to 192, if I add 64 to that, it would be 256. I can't have a value of 256 in one octet, so we have to carry the 1 over to the 3rd octet. And we're going to continue incrementing by 64 in the 4th octet. And again, we reach 192. So we're going to carry over the 1 into the 3rd octet. If you continue incrementing by 64s in the 4th octet, you will eventually reach subnet number 1023. It would be too time consuming to list all 1024 subnets, so I'm going to jump to the last subnet. Now we need to find our broadcast address. So I'm going to copy all of my subnet addresses down and paste them below. To find the broadcast address for each subnet, we need to convert each subnet address to binary. In the first video I converted the entire subnet address into binary. For this video, I'm going to convert only the last 2 octets because the first 2 octets contain the original network bits and will remain the same for every subnet. Note, for the first subnet, the borrowed network bits are turned off, and there are 10 borrowed network bits. By the time we get to the last subnet, all of the borrowed network bits are turned on. So now I'm going to copy over the binary bits and turn on the host bits. Copy over the first 2 octets. We didn't convert these because they'll remain the same. Then convert the last 2 octets from binary to decimal, and here is our broadcast address for this subnet. Do this for all the other subnets. So here is my subnet address and my broadcast address for each subnet. So now we need to find the range of usable IPs for each subnet. So I'm going to copy all this down and paste it below. To find my range of usable IPs, I need to increment my subnet address by 1 and decrement my broadcast address by 1. Do this for each subnet. So now we have our subnet address, our broadcast address, and range of usable IPs for each subnet. Thank you. That's it for this video.